joint, I recommend calling Dr. Franke before going under the knife. Skip the long recovery time and heal your joint at bostonprolotherapy.com.
Hey, Zoe here, and if you're a plumber, pipe fitter, or in the piping trades, then you need to call my friends at Charles D. Sheehy for any of your product needs. Sheehy's staff is ready to get you the piping and mechanical products that you need on site and on time. Call today for more information. Sheehy is driven to deliver.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online, 985thesportshub.com.
Welcome back to the Duncan Bruins pregame show. Time to bring in the head coach, Jim Montgomery. Monty, the style of play certainly changes physically in the National Hockey League Stanley Cup playoffs. How does the challenge change and also intensify as the playoffs roll along?
Well, I mean, it's harder to get scoring chances. You know, everybody's defending a lot harder. So that's why you're seeing a lot of low-scoring games right now.
Brandon Carlo, when we spoke to him in the first intermission, felt that the team got off to the start that they wanted to, in part because they initiated in Game 4. When you do that against Florida, what starts to open up?
Well, what starts to open up is ice for us, especially in transition offensively.
Brandon Carlo had 4 goals during the regular season. He's got 3 here in the playoffs. What's he been able to take advantage of?
Well, he's had a shot-first mentality from the point, and he's putting it on net, and we have good bodies at the net, so luckily they've gone in.
As the series has gone a little bit deeper and you played against Florida's forecheck, what have you gotten more comfortable with leading into Game 5?
I think we've gotten more comfortable running the routes that allow us to have success. I thought last game was our best game breaking the puck out.
Can you explain what those routes are?
Not really.
One of the things that Beersy talked about was using the weak side defenseman. Was that one of the things you were able to effectively do in Game 4?
Well, I think a big part of our team game offensively is finding the middle of the ice, and that's a big part of it, is that weak side defenseman joining.
You made some combination changes up front, in part because of the injury to Brad Marchand in Game 4. What did you like about the way those combinations played as you sort of spread out some of your centers?
Well, I thought the Coyle line was very effective. They create a lot of odd man situations for us. And I thought the Zacha line was very effective, had a couple of good ozone shifts. Our fourth line did their job. I do think the Geeky line's got to be a little bit uptick tonight.
With Frederick Coyle and Heinen in particular, what do they bring to the party that starts to create some havoc for your team?
Oh, the ability to hang on to pucks, the ability to make plays off the rush. I mean, those are things that, they do.
I know you had mentioned this in the media scrum just before this, and Don Sweeney had mentioned, hey, the Bruins are not a shot volume team. But that said, he was hoping to see some more second opportunities. So how do you do that against this crew?
Well, they're a man-on-man, defensive team, and they're really hard on it. They're right in your face. So you got to spin off. You got to beat your man to the net.
Last thing, are there some areas you're going to be focusing on tonight to be able to extend the series?
Yeah, I think our speed through the neutral zone and our forecheck, to be able to come up with more pucks and to be able to spend more time in the offensive zone.
Good luck here in Game 5. Thanks, Monty.
Thank you.
That's the head coach, Jim Montgomery. Stay with us. The Bruins and the Panthers are coming up next.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Boston. This is Boston's most listened to sports station. Boston's home for sports. 95 Sports Hub. Easily Media Group Station. This is Boston Bruins hockey, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V, available at your local New England Honda dealers.
Cross to Esposito, a shot. Bam, Neely, wow.
Nathan Horton wins Game 7 in overtime. Charlie McAvoy, an overtime winner.
The Bruins are brought to you by Duncan. America runs on Duncan. Apex Entertainment Center, VA New England. Granite City Electric GCE Nitrate. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. New Hampshire Liquor and Wine Outlet. Live Nation. Nissan. Avidia Bank. Massachusetts Health Connector. Peerless Boilers. Coors Banquet. And by Shaw's and Star Market.
Backhand, it'll save Thomas. Jeremy Swayman celebrates his first NHL shutout.
And by Catches Law, TD Bank, Ticketmaster, Town Fair Tire, Removal Pro, Prince Edward Island, Canada, your New England Ford dealers, Charles D. Sheehy, UMass Lowell, Timberline Construction, Service Credit Union, Endless Energy, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Back to Orr. Put in. Backhand score on a penalty shot for Raymond Gordon.
Bergeron, and the Bruins win the series. The Boston Bruins are headed to the Stanley Cup Final for the third time this decade.
Now, here's Judd Surratt and Bob Beers.
Must-win territory for the Bruins. Game 5, facing elimination here in Florida. Bruins and Panthers as we get you set for this Game 5 here at the Amerant Bank Arena. The Bruins split the first 2 games here. And Beersy, you can make an argument they have played better hockey on the road thus far here in the playoffs.
Well, just go back to this series because that's all that matters right now. Yeah, they had a good game 1. I don't think Florida was at their best, actually not even close to their best. So the Bruins took advantage. They were good in that game. They were not good in game 2 when Florida came back and evened out the series. So we'll see how they do here today. They're going to have to do it without Brad Marchand. We know that. From the Bruins standpoint, Judd, it's all about tonight. This is it. There's no looking forward. There's no game 6, no game 7. It's all about game 5 here today. And what you do here in game 5, you've got to challenge and make them a little bit uncomfortable here in this game today.
We'll drop the puck here in Sunrise when we return on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Hey, it's Felger here. The NBA playoffs are heating up, and so is the action at the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Teams are knocking on the door of the conference finals, and DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered with same-game parlays, live betting, odds boosts, and so much more. Don't miss out as the NBA postseason heats up. It's super easy to get started with DraftKings if you're a first-timer. Try betting on something simple like your team to win. Just download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, select your team, and place your first bet. It's that simple. And if you're new to DraftKings, just check this out. New customers bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets instantly. You have to download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code SPORTSHUB. Again, new customers get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings. The crown is yours, and you must use code SPORTSHUB to get in on the action.
Hope is here. 800-327-5050 or gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Play it smart from the start. GameSenseMA.com. Physically present in Massachusetts. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/basketball terms.
Hi, I'm Patrice Bergeron, proud captain of Vivi the Bank's Assist for Kids campaign to benefit Metro West youth hockey. I loved playing hockey growing up, so I'm excited to help more kids be able to play hockey.
And I'm Rob Cazzone, president and CEO of Avidia Bank. For every Boston assist this season, we'll donate $50 up to $30,000, and Patrice will donate $7,000, giving us $37,000 to help even more Metro West youth hockey families.
Hey, Rob, I'm glad to help. Avidia Bank, honest to goodness.
Get details at avidiabank.com/Team Bergeron. Member FDIC, member DIF.
It's the Ford SUV season sales event at your local Ford dealer. That's where you'll find great offers across the entire Ford SUV lineup, including Ford Escape, Expedition, the built wild Ford Bronco, and America's all-time best-selling SUV, Ford Explorer. Hurry in for amazing offers across a huge selection. This is Ford SUV season. Let's get going. Based on S&P Global Mobility 1946 through current U.S. total new cumulative registrations for all vehicles identified as SUVs.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The national anthem here in Florida as we get set for the Bruins and the Panthers in Game 5. We take a look at our starting lineups here today. In goal for the Panthers is Sergei Bobrovsky. On defense, the pairing of Nico Mikkola and Brandon Montour. And up front, Carter Verhaeghe, Matthew Tkachuk, and they're centered by Sam Bennett. For the Bruins, it's Jeremy Swayman in goal, Charlie McAvoy, Hampus Lindholm, your defenseman up front, Danton Heinen, Trent Frederick, centered by Charlie Coyle. The starting lineup is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SportsHub. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only with DraftKings Sportsbook with code SportsHub. The crown is yours.
The first 5 minutes are presented by your New England Ford dealers at F-Series, America's best-selling trucks with 47 straight banners to prove it. Bruins working left to right here in this opening stanza, wearing the white road jerseys, black numbers and letters, outlined in Centennial Gold. The Panthers in their home reds, white numbers, white letters, blue pants. Charlie Coyle wins the faceoff. McAvoy's got it. Game 5 is underway. The Bruins hack the puck over to the near side. The Panthers flip it out to the neutral zone. Tkachuk had it batted aside, and it's thrown off the glass. Grabbed by Danton Heinen. He played his first game of the series in Game 4. Back of the net, Bobrovsky tossed it near side. Mikkola had it forced off his stick by Heinen.
Good to see Heinen back in the lineup. Played an effective game as well. Had a really good chance there in the second period. Just couldn't finish it off.
Up the right side, Montour. He'll rip it into the right corner. Around it comes to the near side. The Bruins will start to make some changes. Tkachuk throws it back of the net. Behind the net, it's hacked over to the far side. And the Bruins batted up the middle and out to center ice off the stick of Sam Bennett. Heinen reaches back for it. He'll flip it into the slot. Bobrovsky dished it over to the far circle. And the Panthers will exit the zone. Cut off at the red line. The Bruins carry it in. Brazeau scored in Game 1. Had it poke check near side. The Bruins hack it to the right corner. Brazeau back of the net. Brazeau took a bump from Barkov. Got knocked down. Far corner, Ekblad. Able to fend off the check of Brazeau, and the Florida Panthers ice the puck. 18:46 left here in the first, and we're scoreless.
Yeah, you look at Barkov. What a goal he scored the other day, right? The game winner was a phenomenal play by him. He's been excellent the last 3 games. He wasn't great in Game 1, but nobody on Florida really was. And the Bruins took advantage of it. But Barkov has been outstanding these last 3 games. And, he goes shoulder to shoulder with Brazeau. Brazeau's a big guy. And you don't realize, I guess, how big Barkov is and how strong he is and the type of player. He comes out with the puck, and he comes out on the strong end of that.
Reinhart shoots, and it's deflected just to the left of Jeremy Swayman. Barkov 6'3", 220. Bruins rip it up the right side. And it's deflected in deep. Bobrovsky forced to play it to the far corner. Ekblad with guys bearing down. Sent it up the right side. It's drilled back into the Bruins zone. Another icing call here on Florida.
It's my size, Judge. Just a little different proportion.
Sasha Barkov leading all players in the series with 3 goals and 8 points. And if you want to take it all the way back to the last round, points in each of his last 5 goals, 6 assists. Face-off far circle in the Panthers' end. Bruins win it. Left point, Lori. Here it comes, and it's gloved by Bobrovsky. And we'll have another face-off in the Florida end.
Yeah, icing called. Bruins come out with the Zacha line and face off inside that offensive end. They go to the left wing circle. Zacha strong side. He wins it, and Laura gets a good shot away. But Sergei Bobrovsky with a nice glove save. Make sure there's no rebound.
Pavel Zacha centering a third line for Jim Montgomery. One of the changes that he made in Game 4.
Kind of keeping an eye on the pairings as well. Right now it's Peak and Lori for an offensive zone face-off. So, you're going to see probably some different looks here from the Bruins. But they don't... Look, first of all, you got to win today, right? We know that. But the next game isn't until Friday, so it's all hands on deck today. I expect to see some guys with some huge ice time.
Right point, Kulikov shoots. That got blocked out in front. It never reached Swayman, and the Bruins brush it up the right side back into the neutral zone. Osterinen shouldered against the boards by James Van Riemsdyk, and the Bruins will swing it to the far circle of their own zone. They outlet up the left side, and it's hacked down low by Brazeau. He heads off for a change. 17:40 left here in the first, and we're scoreless. The Bruins here in the Stanley Cup playoffs have only allowed 3 goals in the first period. Puck hacked along the near side of the Florida end.
Game, right?
Along the near side.
Oh, no, 2 games ago, sorry.
Right point fired by McAvoy. Blocker to side. That's his first shot on goal this series. Far point now, Lindholm. Hacked it to the far corner, cut off by Montour. Florida can't exit. Held in by Lauko. Shoots just wide of the far post. Rebound near side. McAvoy dives down. He's got support. Right circle Lauko. Bumps it over to the far side.
I was looking for Lindholm. He was open, too, if you got to him.
Beecher shoots, and it went over the top of the crossbar. May have glanced off Bobrovsky's helmet.
Yeah, it got deflected by something.
Along the near side, Lawrence will rip it into the right corner of the Bruins' end, and this should be icing, and it is, as Lindholm hustled back to beat up Poso to the dots.
What's that, 3 times now the Florida Panthers have iced the puck? We're not even just over 3 minutes into this first period, so the Bruins have their skating legs. We'll see how Florida responds. Now it's a matter of getting those grade A chances in that offensive end. Florida looks like they're just trying to make sure that they weather the storm. I don't know how that, that's not a way to play, right? Especially you're on home ice trying to shut the series down.
Geekie in for the draw against Lawrence. Those two guys played in Carolina together. Geekie wins the draw, protects it along the near side. He scored in game 1. High slot, Wotherspoon banked it, and it's gloved just off the near post by Bobrovsky, so Florida can get a change. 16:39 left here in the first, and we're scoreless.
Now that offensive zone face-off with Wotherspoon at the right and Lohrei at the left, so we're seeing all kinds of different combinations to start this game for the Bruins on defense.
Face-off in the right circle of Florida end.
Now it's Wotherspoon and Carlo. I mean, it's all over the map.
Coyle, Frederick, and Heinen out there.
The forward lines have stayed the same.
Coyle scored in game 2. Bruins win the draw. Frederick bumped it up top. Wotherspoon shoots. That got blocked. Second attempt, scraped it back of the net. Heinen bounced off a check. Heinen flings far circle. Here's Frederick. He'll bounce up top. He's chased by Ekblad up there, and the Bruins miscommunicate, and Wotherspoon retrieves out in the neutral zone. Ekblad still up ice. Over the line left side now, Coyle. Left it for Heinen to the slot, Wotherspoon. Right point, Carlo shoots. Bobrovsky the save.
Carlo's had the hot hand. Why not?
He's got 2 goals in the series, 3 here in the playoffs. That leads all Bruins defensemen. Back by Swayman over to the far side. Heinen took a check, threw it back of the net. Carlo.
No one there.
Along the near side. Pounds it up right wing, and it's deflected all the way down. Bobrovsky could not play it. Didn't get to the trapezoid fast enough. Near corner, Ekman Larson took a check, sent it up the left side to Verhaeghe. He had the game winner in game 3. Bruins glove the puck down, play it back into their own zone. Bank it up the right side out to center ice. Panthers toss it back in, but they hadn't tagged up. And now the Bruins will exit. Here's Geekie over the line right side. Geekie along the near wall. Geekie at the near point. Throws it around the boards to the left point. Held in by McAvoy in his backhand. Wrister off the end boards. Back of the net. DeBrusk centered backhand. They score! Morgan Geekie took a feed out in front. Slides a backhand by Sergei Bobrovsky. Bruins 1, Panthers nothing.
Florida kind of standing around right now, and the Bruins dictating the pace of play early on in this game. That's a good forecheck. Hold on to the puck. That was Geekie on the right wing side. Holds on to it. Then he's going to wrap it all the way around the boards. McAvoy has to get on his horse. He's got to get it all the way over to the left point. He's going to throw the puck off the end wall. It's DeBrusk who gets to it first, and then Geekie beats his man Verhaeghe to the front of the net. Verhaeghe, poor coverage there by him. He just walks right by him, and he's going to get that pass from DeBrusk and go forehand, backhand, and slide it by Bobrovsky. Good finish by Geekie, but that's a strong forecheck by the Bruins and a good start.
Verhaeghe, by the way, a -5 in the series. 15-11 remaining here in the first.
Make it 6, unless he was 4 going in.
4.
Okay.
Now he's -5. Along the near
I should have
side.
known you were up to date. Sorry.
Not always. Near corner, sent out in front by Van Riemsdyk, and Bobrovsky stopped that. That was a tester out in front with Zacha in the vicinity. The first 5 minutes were brought to you by your New England Ford dealers in F-Series, America's best-selling trucks with 47 straight banners to prove it.
What a nice finish by Geekie, right? Gets that puck on his forehand. He beats Verhaeghe to the net. Verhaeghe's just kind of standing around there, and DeBrusk is able to get to the puck first. Smart play by McAvoy from the point after he keeps it in out at the left point. He had to go all the way over from his right spot over to the left spot to keep that puck in, and then he makes a smart decision to put it to an area where DeBrusk can get to it. And DeBrusque wins his battle and gets that puck out in front.
For Geekie, that's his 4th of the playoffs. He had a career-high 17 during the regular season. And now Montour fumbled it as he sent it ahead up the far side and out to center ice. He'll wing it back in, but Florida has to go back and tag up. Near side, Lori digs it out, swings it back of the net. Quickly peek to the far side. Beecher chipped it ahead.
Peek and Lori. I mean, like I said, it's been all over the place.
Out in the neutral zone, Oposo knocked down by Brazo, and here come the Bruins up the right side over the line. Lori to the near point. Beecher, he'll throw it back of the cage. Brazo lined up Kulikov, threw a shoulder into him. Far corner Kulikov, wrapped up by Brazo. Now Stanley dished it back of the net. 1-0 Bruins, 6 minutes here into Game 5. Bruins trailing the series 3-1. Look out, turnover in the neutral zone. Over the line is Oposo to the near circle. Grabbed by Lauko, sent it up top. Ekblad had it bounced by him and back into the Florida end. Chasing him is Maroon. Over to the near side, Stenlund tapped it ahead. And it's backhanded down low by Lawrence. He'll chase. Went for the hit on Lindholm, who one-hands it over to the right point. Now Ekblad. Wrestled off the puck by Coyle, and we're going to have a penalty for a hook. 13:32 left here in the first. Bruins with a 1-0 lead here in Game 5, but they're heading shorthanded when we return on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Clinton Commercial Banking at Clinton Savings Bank. We're the able bank. Knowledgeable, approachable, and reliable. Ready to answer your call at 978-365-3401. Clinton Commercial Banking, the sound of doing business. Member FDIC, member DIF.
Act now to get AC by summer. Imagine constant comfort with a customized central air or mini split system. Mass residents choose Endless Energy for great service and instant upfront rebates on all eligible equipment. Get $500 off on AC-only system installations. Ditch those window units. Visit goendlessenergy.com or call 775-ENDLESS. Financing options as low as 0% available. Eligibility requirements apply for financing, rebates, and tax incentives.
For all your heating and cooling needs, you need Endless Energy.
A happy place comes in many colors. One that leaves you feeling refreshed. Something that gets you all fired up. Or gives you the space to chill. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy. Get started today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
So here, if you're a plumber, pipe fitter, or in the piping trades, then you need to call my friends at Charles D. Sheehy for any of your piping product needs. Sheehy is proud to work with the region's best life science, biotech, and pharma contractors to help them deliver their projects on time and within budget. Sheehy is driven to deliver.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Jake DeBrusque, Charlie McAvoy with the assists on the Bruins' opening goal by Morgan Geekie. That's our delivery of the game, delivered by Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train. Granite City Electric Supply, celebrating 100 years of service to electrical contractors in New England. Visit GraniteCityElectric.com to order. Charlie Coyle in the box, 2 for a hook. Florida on the power play.
Yeah, Coyle not crazy about this penalty. I didn't see much on it, to be honest with you. He reached in, but they're going to say he got the hook in on the hands of Ekblad.
Bruins win the draw, and fading back to create a little space, Lindholm will fling it all the way down.
Instead of going around the net that time, it just comes up the strong. Well, he comes up the middle of the ice, but he did it before he went behind the net after the clean face-off win.
Here comes Barkov. He'll speed ahead. His feed to the right side. Reinhardt has to track back for it. Reinhardt center circle, leaves for Barkov. Over the red line, over the blue line high slot. Flings it over to the near side to Verhaeghe. He'll pound it back of the net, read by Heinen. And down it goes. Florida's had 22 power play chances in the series. The Bruins 11. Montour leaves near circle of his own zone. Barkov will speed ahead over the red line. And now Montour knocked down at the blue line, and as a result, we have an offside.
Yeah, he's trying to run a little bit of interference there. The Bruins are trying to stand him up because he's the guy that, drops the puck off. So he lost his balance and goes down in a little collision and be offside. Sometimes you see those guys that are straddling the line, going across the blue line, and they make contact with a defending player. And sometimes they get called for offside. for interference.
Face-off in front of the Bruins bench. Bruins short for another minute 10 as the puck wobbles back into the Florida end. Here's Tkachuk. He'll wheel his way up the middle. Center circle. McAvoy stepped up, and he left the puck to a flat-footed Verhaeghe at the blue line.
He's by himself there. He's just trying to get some speed so he can drop it off to somebody.
Puck sent out in front. Swayman with a stick save. This puck is thrown off the surface by the Panthers.
Fortunately.
12:25 left here in the first. 1-0 Bruins. Bruins short for another 53 seconds. Jim Montgomery will change some of his penalty killers.
You know, that last puck just from a kind of a sharp angle from that right wing side, and just force Swayman to feel it, and maybe get a loose puck out in front, try to create some kind of rebound.
Ekman Larson high slot, had it punched away. Beecher out at center ice, had it poke checked, and then Bennett, he and Bennett nearly collide.
Bennett returned that pass, but it wasn't there for Ekman Larson.
And then the Bruins chisel the puck all the way down. 35 seconds left on the minor to Coyle. Ekman Larson wheeling up the middle. Fakes a pass, now drills into the left corner. To the far corner, Lindholm got there first. Back of the net it goes. Cut off by Carlo. And all the way back into the Florida end to our right. 20 seconds left on the Florida power play. Ekman Larson, left wing feed Bennett at the red line. He'll knuckle it in. Far corner cut off by Wotherspoon. Send it back of the net. Time and room, and it's drilled around by Peak, and down it goes.
So he had more time there than he thought. He thought he was under some pressure, try to wrap it around the boards. He had all kinds of time.
Coyle's out of the box, so the Bruins
effective
kill off their first penalty and retain their 1-0 lead. Puck sizzled into the far corner in the Bruins zone. Here's Losterinen. Had it chopped off his stick. Right of the cage, centered. Dragged out by Pasternak. He'll speed ahead, working against Ekblad over the line left side. Lost it at the high slot. DeBrusk almost swiped it from Ekblad. And now Losterinen dished it over to the near side and back into the Bruins zone. Peaks on it, the Parkland, Florida native, which is not far from here. He'll bang it over to the near side. Peak then drills it off a Panther. And now Lorai recovers. He'll send it up the far side. And it's backhanded out to the neutral zone by Geekie. Dragged back in by Stanley, near circle, into the slot. It's fired just wide of the far post. Lot on that one.
Yeah, a little too much space given by the Bruins that time.
Peak in the far corner. Puck on edge. Nice pass to the far circle to Geekie. He'll scramble to the red line. Cut off by Barkov. And the Panthers get it back into their own zone. Bruins will make a change or two. 10:25 left here in the first. 1-0 Bruins on a Morgan Geekie strike. Now Ekblad, bothered by Lauko. Tossed it out to the neutral zone. The Bruins get it back. Lauko, he'll wing it into the corner. Going to chase is Coyle, along with Maroon. Maroon bats it into the far corner. Oh, and then Coyle finished hard on Mikkola. Back of the net, Mikkola gets it again. Coyle pushed him down. Bruins have it up top. Lindholm shoots. And a blocker save by Bobrovsky. It's hacked to the end boards. Here's Coyle. Coyle near corner. Coyle bothered by Mikkola. Coyle along the near side. Gets a little help from Maroon. Coyle has it trapped in his skates. Maroon up top. McAvoy fires. Bobrovsky a chest save. He doesn't know where the puck is. He's scrambling. We've got to stop.
For what?
Why did they stop the play?
I have no idea. Lindholm had an open net. He tried. Well, he tried to get that puck to the net. Did they think that Bobrovsky's mask had come unhooked?
Are they calling a penalty?
Bruins are asking the referee right now. Why? What's the whistle for?
9:37 left here in the first.
Looked like Bobrovsky was hurt. He thought he had the puck. He didn't have it. They thought he was injured, and they blew the whistle.
Bruins won, Panthers nothing here in Game 5 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 47 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
It's only human to be passionate, loyal, and all in when it comes to the Bruins. And it's only human to expect the same from your bank. And just like every season, TD will be there for all the wins, losses, and memorable moments. Best of luck this season. TD Bank, the bank of the Boston Bruins. Member FDIC, TD Bank N.A.
Dunkin' is dropping a new kind of energy. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. It's energy for the fun of it. Available in 2 full-on delicious flavors, Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. It's what you need when your afternoon needs you to get going. A revitalizing burst of caffeine, vitamins, and minerals gives you the energy to turn the fun up to 11. True story. Drop by or order ahead on the Dunkin' app today. Fruit flavored, contains 0% fruit juice. Caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Are you a veteran? VA New England Healthcare provides state-of-the-art healthcare benefits to those who served our country. Call 844-VA-CARES and learn more about the benefits you earned and deserve. Call 844-VA-CARES.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Stay up to date on the latest Bruins playoff news, ticket offers, and more, and sign up to receive 2024 playoff updates. Visit bostonbruins.com/playoffs to sign up now. Face-off far circle in the Florida end. Still puzzled by that last stoppage, but here we are.
Yeah, I believe that the referee thought that Bobrovsky was hurt. He was kind of holding his shoulder, but it's because he thought he had the puck on the initial shot that came through from the point.
Back of the net, here's Barkov along the near side.
So they've settled on their pairs here, Judd, on the defensive side of things. It's a little bit different than what we anticipated and a little change from last game. You have Peak and Lohrei, and they're going to stick with McAvoy and Lindholm together, which puts Wotherspoon and Carlo as a pair.
Razzo trying to wrestle the puck free from Ekblad, who gloves it
good
to
hand
Forsling.
pass by Ekblad.
And now the Panthers exit. Brought in by Reinhart, sent it on net, blocker to side by Swayman.
That last shift, by the way, a good one for the Bruins. That's a big boy shift there for Charlie Coyle. I mean, he knocked Mikkel off the puck twice during that shift, during that whole sequence to gain control and help out in the offensive sequence, just trying to rotate the puck down low, get it back to the point. Eventually got that shot through.
Here's McAvoy at the red line laterally. Over the line, far side, he feeds, and then it's sent to the far corner, jumps into the fray. Something
took a hit from Kulikov.
Jim Montgomery wanted to see more of because it makes it harder for the man-on-man D. And the puck's out sent to the far corner of the Bruins zone. Verhaeghe with a hit on Wotherspoon.
They love that long pass, don't they? That flip.
Now Tkachuk with a reverse hit.
Wow.
And Frederick
McAvoy
saw it
got
coming.
taken down. Verhaeghe got him.
At the end boards. Florida trying to get
Bennett
itself going.
working.
Wotherspoon able to spin off a check, and the Bruins exit the puck. They'll flip it off the glass on right wing into the Florida end.
I mean, Florida trying to get something established here. They've been dead to start this game.
They've got 3 shots on net.
That's a good shift for them right there. Plus the power play, right?
Yep. On the near side, here's Carlo. A headman pass just a little too far for Geekie, and it's rattled deep into the Bruins zone. Swayman sets it up. Lohrei, bothered by Losterinen, drills it up the middle to Geekie. He sends Pastrnak away with a step, right circle. Fake, shoots. Bobrovsky, the stick save.
Try to get Bobrovsky to open up the legs with a little fake shot and then try to slide it 5-hole. Bobrovsky didn't bite.
Here's Lundell. He'll flip it into the near corner. He had a goal and an assist in Game 4. Along the near side, Geekie had it trapped, sent out in front. Losterinen had his shot blocked. Puck bounced up top. Ekblad scrambles to the near circle. Out of the dot, left of the cage. Poke check by DeBrusk. And the Bruins head back. They might have numbers. Here's Pastrnak up at the line. Cuts into the slot away from Forsling. Shoots. Bobrovsky the kick save.
Oh, that was a nice calm save by Bobrovsky. That's a pretty good high-end play by Pastrnak. It ends up being a 2-on-2, and he ends up spinning from the middle of the ice to get that forehand shot away.
Here's Peak over the red line. He'll drill it in. Knocked down by Kulikov. Lauko brushed it far corner. Back of the net for Maroon. He'll bang it up to the right point. Peak. Shot it back of the net.
Got D to D if he wants it.
Left point. Lindholm. Now it goes D to D. Peak with a shot. It sails left of the cage. Ekman Larson will motor up the far side. Took a hit from Beecher and down it goes. This should be icing. And it is. 6:22 left here in the first. 1-0 Bruins.
Between the Pipes, sponsored by Charles D. Sheehy. If you're in the piping trades, you need to call Charles D. Sheehy, Boston's premier piping and mechanical product supplier. Sheehy is driven to deliver. Between the Pipes for the Panthers here today is, of course, Sergei Bobrovsky, and for the Bruins, continuing with Jeremy Swayman.
Swayman overall in the playoffs, 5-5, a 228 goals against average and a 930 save percentage. The Bruins as a team leading the Stanley Cup playoffs in save percentage. Face-off far circle, won by Zacha. Up top it comes Wotherspoon to his partner McAvoy. Fires Bobrovsky the save. Blockered it over to the far side.
Yeah, good opportunity. Try to go blocker side. There was a rebound there, but just to buy everybody out to that far side.
Now Lawrence kicks a puck free back of the net. He had a key goal in Game 2 for the Panthers. Got knocked down by McAvoy.
Good hit by McAvoy, finishing him off in the corner there.
And Brazo dumps it off the far boards and back into the Florida end. Just under 6 minutes remaining here in the first period of Game 5. Bruins leading 1-0 on a Morgan Geekie goal. Far corner, Wotherspoon drilled it up the far side. And the Bruins hoist it out to the neutral zone. Brazo over the line. Drops Heinen for Brazo. Near hash, it's Heinen. Heinen fighting off the check of Montour. He'll scrape it all the way down, and it's another icing call. And the faceoff will come back down to our right.
That's 5 of them so far in this first period for Florida. Gives you an indication kind of the way the period has gone. See if the Bruins can take advantage with an offensive zone faceoff and their choice of where the draw is and their personnel.
Bruins here in the Stanley Cup playoffs now have outscored opponents 9-3 in the first period. Face-off in the right circle in the Panthers' end. Coyle taps the stick. He'll dig down.
Carlo and Lindholm on the point. So they're really changing it up, trying to figure out the rotation right now. I am, anyhow.
Carlo feeds down the right wing boards. Pasternak trying to kick it into the corner. Frederick to Pasternak, back of the net.
Maybe they figured Carlos got the hot hand, man.
Pasternak sent it out in front. He was looking for Coyle. They bang away. And Bobrovsky able to freeze it.
Pasternak kept possession of that puck, putting it off the boards and eluding a check behind the net to get that puck in front.
Frederick was right in the middle of that pile. 5:17 left here in the first. The Bruins with a 1-0 lead over the Florida Panthers. And we'll take a timeout on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
The Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot are in a league of their own when it comes to rugged capability. But it's not just performance that makes these cars special. It's the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Visit your local Honda dealer or shop online today.
At Milton Cat, our business is supporting your business with quality equipment, parts, and service. Visit MiltonCat.com today to learn why we've been the Northeast's trusted equipment dealer for over 60 years.
Hi, I'm Matt Reddy for the Professional Firefighters of Massachusetts, and I'm a cancer survivor. We thank Service Credit Union and Charlie McAvoy for their support this season with defending New England's heroes, which has brought great awareness to the leading cause of death among firefighters, cancer. Early screenings improve the chance of catching and treating cancer early, which is why I'm still here. Service Credit Union committed to raise $100,000 to cover cancer screens that check for over 50 types of cancer for firefighters. Learn more now at servicecu.org/73.
Hockey season means it's Peerless Boiler season. Now is the perfect time to replace your old boiler and water heater with a new Peerless Boiler and Pavilion tankless water heater. Don't wait. Act now. Go to peerlessboilers.com for a dealer near you. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Accord Hybrid and the CR-V Hybrid when it comes to exhilarating efficiency. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Visit your local Honda dealer or shop online today.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Service Credit Union is seen with Bruins defenseman Charlie McAvoy for defending New England's heroes. Service donates $100 for every block shot and $1,000 for every shutout to pay for heart and cancer screenings for New England police and firefighters. Learn more now at servicecu.org/73. Face-off far circle the Florida end. Shots 11-3 Bruins right now. And they have a 1-0 lead. Bruins win the draw. Up top, it's wristed to Pasternak. Sent it back door to the right corner, McAvoy. He'll bump it back to the net. Zacha escapes the check of Ekblad. Up top, peeled out in front by DeBrusk, and Pasternak pushed off a shot attempt. And Florida will exit. It's tossed on net. Swayman knocked a bouncer down right in front of the blue paint.
It's a good breakout, though, right? Swayman directs it to Lindholm. Lindholm makes the good first pass. Bruins out of the zone cleanly. Pasternak had a chance there. That puck was on his backhand. He tried to relay it to his forehand and just kind of lost the handle before Ekblad broke it up. He was in tight, though.
Here's Rodriguez. He's had a good series. 2 goals, 2 assists. He'll whistle in and around to the near side. Carlo trying to dig it free. It squirts to the near circle, and it's grabbed by Van Riemsdyk. Right wing feed Brazo. In his feet, he'll send a backhand toward the near post. Batted to the corner by Bobrovsky. Now Lundell hacked it over to the near side, and the Panthers will now look to exit. It's flipped to the near circle in the Bruins zone. Grabbed by Carlo. Chased by Lundell. Backhands it around. Cut off by the Panthers. Back of the net, Wotherspoon.
He had Van Riemsdyk up the boards there. Just couldn't get enough on it.
Wotherspoon traps the puck. He's sandwiched by a couple of Panthers. Geekie playing off the pile. Now Wotherspoon has the puck pinned on the yellow kick plate. It squirts. And we're going to have a penalty here on Geekie.
It's Lundell again. The guy flops all the time. He knows Geekie's going to put a stick on him. He knows he's going to lean on him. He's flopped 3 times in this series.
Oh, I think he's taking both. I think Kyle Raymond's taking them both.
Well, of course he should. I mean, it's a cross check, but it's not a cross check. You know what I mean? He's leaning on him. It looks like a cross check. And Lundell's he's flopped at least twice in this series. I'll give him the 3rd time right there, and finally they call him for it. That's a product, Judd, of I know that both teams talk to the supervisor in between games, and they're like, this guy's flopping. You know, Ekman Larson flopped last game. These guys are flopping to get calls. I'm sure that it's talked about, and Lundell's he's done it a couple times. Now they call him for it.
So we'll go 4 aside here with 3:46 left here in the first.
That stuff's talked about in between. That's the stuff that's not talked about in the media, right? But they are on that, and if they think that it's warranted, they'll relay it to the referees, because there's different referees every game, but there's the same supervisor every game who hears the gripes from both teams and figures out what is right and what is just, whining.
I'm sure his ears have gotten a workout.
Oh, I'm sure they have.
McAvoy up the middle. Left wing feed a little too far for Zacha. It'll float in deep. Back of the net. Zacha with a stick lift on Forsling. Up top it comes. Lindholm tees it up. And he chunked it.
Oh.
And now coming the other way, indirect off the wall go the Panthers. And we have icing. Good hustle by Lindholm, and the faceoff will come back down to our right.
He got the step that time, and he got right in front of, I can't see who that was, but he got right in front of him. Reinhardt, who was trying to get there, and Lindholm got on his horse to get back. Lindholm had the chance in the offensive blue line, and he had time and space, and he kind of fanned on the shot, went wide. Now he's got to turn around and back check because they're going to put the puck off the wall, trying to get Reinhardt in space with speed. And Lindholm does a nice job getting back on him.
Face off far circle to Florida end. 3:20 left in the period. 1:34 left of 4-on-4 hockey. 1-0 Bruins. Hoyland for the draw. Panthers win it. Back of his net, it's Ekblad. He stops. The bearded right-handed defenseman dished it over to the near side to Forsling. He'll skate it out to center ice. He's looking right. His team making a few changes. Verhaeghe hops on. He'll wing it over the line, right side to Tkachuk, right circle, shoots, and he sent it over the crossbar. And the Bruins with some speed will storm ahead. DeBrusk over the red line, over the blue line, right side. DeBrusk stick handles into the near half wall, and the Bruins keep the puck in.
Got double teamed, and he pulled up, and he's got a 4 coming back on him. He's got a D in his face.
Here's Peak, right up the middle, over the line, right side. He'll drip to the right point, throws it down low to the far corner, Pasternak. Pasternak, far side. Left it, far hash for DeBrusk. He'll chop it to the corner, but the Bruins are going to break off and change. 45 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey. 2:27 remaining here in the first. 1-0 Bruins here in Game 5. Near point Rodriguez. Shoots it out in front, looking for a tip. It sails through the slot.
Yeah, looking for Montour's looking for that tip, trying to pick it out of midair.
And now the Bruins will brush it out to center ice. Pasternak is still trapped on the ice.
Long shipper. Trapped. He's just staying out there. Now he's going to go off.
On tour, fanned on his D-to-D pass, got it back, sent it to Forsling, but that gives you an indication of where Florida's been here in the first. Now Barkov brings it in, swallowed up in the middle, and the Bruins bang it back of their net. Indirect off the wall, out to center ice for Heinen. Over the red line, he'll fling it through the middle.
Yeah, keep possession if you can on these 4-on-4s. Now it's 5-on-5, though.
Penalty box is empty. Carlo hacked it up the near side. Heinen over the line to the high slot. Drifts, left circle. His shot off a leg to the near side. Frederick up top.
Ekblad stay with him coming across.
Wotherspoon shoots. Blocked, and this goes off the surface. We'll have a face-off in the Florida end with 1:27 left here in the first.
2-on-2 for a defenseman, sometimes you just hold your lane, right? Especially once you get over, when the opposing team gets over the blue line. As a defenseman, the rule of thumb is you hold your lane. This time Ekblad comes all the way across there on Heinen to contest the shot, make sure that he's trying to get in front of it. Usually it's like, if it's outside the blue line, you can chase a little bit, but it's inside the blue line, you stay in your lane. It goes back to that man-on-man that Florida likes to play. But then the other defenseman with the weak side D has to read off of that. Make sure you're not both chasing the same guy.
Coyle in for the draw. Lundell wins it. Back of the net, Ekman-Larsson bangs a roller over to the near side. The Bruins cut it off, send it to the middle. Oh, they had two guys there. It just missed some sticks. And Lundell will scramble over the Bruins line. Drops at the right point. To the right circle, it's fired. And Swayman a stick save.
Wow, that was, Lindholm got a piece of that.
Back of the net, Lundell sent it out in front of the net. The Bruins have it, an outlet for Heinen. And he'll feather it to the far corner and change. Under a minute to play here in the first. Bruins 1, Panthers nothing. Ekman-Larsson, he'll wheel up the middle. Left wing feed to Verhaeghe at the red line. He'll send it a soft pass to the left corner of the Bruins zone. Wotherspoon bats it up the left side to Brust. He'll chip it out to center ice. Pasternak bumps it to Geekie around a check, far circle, shoots. Bobrovsky the save.
Way out to make that save.
Couldn't scoop up the rebound.
That's good speed through the neutral zone, though, right? You got good support once that pass is made to a stationary player.
Left point Bennett flings it out in front. Gloved over to the near corner by Wotherspoon. Subtle 3-foot pass to DeBrusque. Took a check, made a play, got it out. Pasternak.
Bruins have supported all over the ice. I mean, they've done a nice job this period with support.
10 seconds left in the period. Montour slams it all the way down. Swayman a save on that one as the Bruins punch it to the right side with two. It's drilled back of the net. And Forsling sent it out in front. And that's going to do it for the opening 20 minutes here in Game 5. At the end of one, Bruins 1, Panthers nothing. Beers and I will bring you back for the first intermission in a moment on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Honda you want is here. Drive in the moment with the road trip ready Accord Hybrid and CR-V Hybrid from Honda. And when you're driving a Honda, you're driving the brand named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand for 2023. So bring on the weekend getaways. Bring on the far destinations. Bring on the memories.
See dealer for financing details based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Imagine a place where you are never far from your next adventure. Welcome to Prince Edward Island, Canada. A destination where the breathtaking views rejuvenate the soul. Discover 700 miles of coastline with white sand beaches and red cliffs. The freshest flavors from land and sea. World-class golf, outdoor adventures, and authentic cultural experiences. Come find your island. Prince Edward Island, the official travel destination of the NHL and a proud partner of the Boston Bruins. Learn more at explorepei.com.
Hey, it's Felger here. The NBA playoffs are heating up, and so is the action at the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Teams are knocking on the door of the conference finals, and DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered with same-game parlays, live betting, odds boosts, and so much more. Don't miss out as the NBA postseason heats up. It's super easy to get started with DraftKings if you're a first-timer. Try betting on something simple like your team to win. Just download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, select your team, and place your first bet. It's that simple. And if you're new to DraftKings, just check this out. New customers bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets instantly. You have to download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code SPORTSHUB. Again, new customers get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings. The crown is yours, and you must use code SPORTSHUB to get in on the action.
Hope is here. 800-327-5050 or gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Play it smart from the start. GameSenseMA.com. Physically present in Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/basketball terms.
Catch all the playoff hockey action at Apex Entertainment in Marlboro with 30 luxury bowling lanes, a chef-inspired menu, and 2 full bars with signature cocktails and local craft beer. It's the perfect destination to watch the game with over 85 TVs. Visit Apex in Marlboro or apexentertainment.com.
Hi, this is Jake DeBrusque, and I'm excited to team up with the Shaws at Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub once again for Feeding the Puck for Families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season to help score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate funds to end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive. Locally, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation will be enabling a donation of $100 every time we feed the puck for a goal to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger, up to $50,000. To learn more about Feed the Puck for Families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Granite City Electric Supply is proud to be celebrating 100 years of service in New England. With over 30 branches serving electrical contractors and their exclusive GCE night train overnight delivery, they've built their business on enduring relationships and delivering your supplies. More importantly, Granite City Electric customers always have access to over $50 million of local inventory at the click of a mouse at GraniteCityElectric.com. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Welcome back to the first intermission of Game 5. The Bruins with a 1-0 lead over the Florida Panthers. Our first intermission interview is sponsored by TD Bank. We're joined downstairs by Bruins winger James Van Riemsdyk. James, from your perspective, what keyed that opening goal for the Bruins?
Yeah, you know what? I think we were just on our toes there, so we want to execute, obviously, within the structure we're trying to play with, but I think just right from the puck drop, we were playing with purpose, and obviously a great play there by Geets to finish off a pretty solid kind of execution of our structure.
James, I know the Bruins aren't based on a shot volume team, but you outshot the Panthers 12-5 in the first period. Why did you have that territorial advantage?
Yeah, you know what? That's a good question. Obviously, again, like you said, we're trying to put pucks in the net with a purpose and not just throw everything there. So I think, again, we were taking, obviously, that combination of dictating what you want to try to do and taking what's available. So I thought we did a good job of being aggressive and getting attacking offensively.
I need your scouting report. You played with Sergei Bobrovsky in Philadelphia. How do you solve him?
Yeah, he's obviously a world-class goalie, so I think it's kind of the cliched recipe for a guy like that. Lots of traffic. Obviously, try to make him fight for his ice in front of the net and things like that. So obviously, again, the more we can do that, I think the more successful we'll be.
Thanks, James.
Yep.
It's only human to be passionate, loyal, and all in when it comes to the Bruins, and it's only human to expect the same from your bank. And just like every season, TD will be here for all the wins, losses, and memorable moments. TD Bank, the bank of the Boston Bruins, member FDIC, TD Bank, NA. So the Bruins with a 1-0 lead over the Florida Panthers as we hit this first intermission. And Beersy, well, let's use the word James Van Riemsdyk did. Structure, and the Bruins played with juice.
Yeah, they did. You know, I mean, I'll start off with this, and then we'll talk about what the Bruins did positively. I don't think the Florida Panthers were engaged at all in that first period. I was, you know, if I'm the coaching staff of the Panthers, I'm disappointed, and I'm happy that we're only down 1 goal. Not that the Bruins, I mean, they had some good chances other than the goal that they scored, but you know they need more from their group. They're not there yet. We'll see if they get it going here in the second period. From the Bruins standpoint, what are the keys for the Bruins if they're going to win just today's game, right? And, you know, whether it's game 4, whether it's today, but just today's game. Making sure you handle the forecheck, have good touches going back for the puck, and get out of their own zone as cleanly as possible. It's not always going to be perfect, but as cleanly as possible. That first period was really strong that way. I thought that they built something there in game 4 as far as getting out of their own end with support, and the forwards and the D connected. You know, to use Jim Montgomery's term. You know, D goes back for it, good first touch. Maybe it's the first pass, maybe it's the second pass, but it's into the middle of the ice or it's up the boards and then using the middle of the ice, and the Bruins are out of the zone. And if you don't have anything, you chip it out in the neutral zone. You know, that was really strong in that period. And then a couple times zipping the puck up, so stretching the neutral zone with a guy that might be flat-footed, but you zip that puck up to him, and if he has support coming on the wings, Pasternak's chance down the right side, perfect example. There was another opportunity where Pasternak stretched and then chipped it over to the left wing. Now the Bruins have the puck in the offensive end. So support once the puck gets moved to a teammate, so wherever it is, whether it's in the D zone or whether it's in the neutral zone, he has support. And then you're coming at them with some speed. It was a good period by the Bruins, a very good period by the Bruins. Swayman didn't have to do much. Bobrovsky had to fight it a couple times. He made a good save on Pasternak, who was in alone a little bit on the right side. It wasn't a clear-cut breakaway. He wasn't going to be able to get to the middle, but he tried a fake shot, tried to go 5-hole. There were a couple other opportunities, shots from the point. A high-end play on the goal because it's off the forecheck. Geekie holding on to the puck, just like Jim Montgomery talked about in the pregame show. We need to hold on to pucks. We need to make them work defensively. Geekie holds on to it, eventually makes the right play. And the Bruins, McAvoy has to hustle. The puck is wrapped all the way around the boards in the offensive end. McAvoy has to get all the way over to the left point. And then once he gets it over, there's a right shot, right? He gets over there, he pulls it off the boards. Now he's going to make a smart decision to put that puck not back around the boards, but back down behind the net where DeBrusk can get to it. He's in a battle with Ekman-Larsson. He wins that battle with Ekman-Larsson, gets the puck, and then he centers it for Geekie. And Geekie, takes advantage of poor defensive play. If it's man-on-man, that's Verhaeghe. And Verhaeghe, he's got Geekie, and he doesn't have him. And Geekie makes him pay, right? He gets that pass from DeBrusk from below the goal line. He's going to take it on his forehand. He's going to go to the backhand, outweight Bobrovsky, and slide it backhand past him. So good goal. It's only 1-0. They dominated shots on goal. I know you thought it was 12-5. It's now 13-4 because they've changed it a couple times. But either way, a good period offensively and defensively for the Bruins in the first. They had to kill one penalty. Tough call on Coyle, but still, you still got to kill it. Whether you agree with it or not, you still got to kill it. They did, and they were really effective doing it. Now, all that being said, I don't think Florida was very good that period. How are they going to come out in the second? That's the question, and can the Bruins continue to dictate play?
Scoring summary from the first. Morgan Geekie with his fourth of the Stanley Cup playoff season from Jake DeBrusk and Charlie McAvoy. Time of the goal, 4:49, and the Bruins out to a 1-0 lead here in Game 5. Shots on goal have been audited. It's now 13-4 in favor of the Bruins in the power play. Only the Panthers had a chance, and they were 0 for 1 with it. Joe Murray has your Sports Hub headlines next on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
For all your heating and cooling needs, you need Endless Energy.
Endless Energy, your hat trick for all your cooling, heating, and plumbing needs. Call 775-ENDLESS.
Discover the essence of Italy in every sip during New Hampshire Liquor and Wine Outlet's Viva Italia Wine and Spirit Sale. Now through May 27th, save 20% off the purchase of 12 or more bottles of Italian wines and spirits. Indulge in the unmatched flavors of Italy with our exquisite selection of wines and spirits, where every sip will transport you to the heart of Italy. For more info, visit liquorandwineoutlets.com. Discount valid on 375, 700, and 750 milliliter size bottles only. Please drink responsibly.
Right now at 7-Eleven, get a Big Bite hot dog and a large Big Gulp drink for only $3. It's a big meal that'll make you feel like a big deal. Grab a big meal deal for only $3 with 7 rewards today.
Valid through 6/25/24. All rights reserved. Plus tax. Participating U.S. stores only. See app for full terms.
Game planning in the playoffs is almost as important as game planning in life. And life's plan must include having health insurance. The Massachusetts Health Connector is here to deliver great coverage and help paying for it. If you need health insurance for any reason, including if you're losing Mass Health coverage, visit the Health Connector at mahealthconnector.org and see what fits your game plan. Act now and get covered at mahealthconnector.org. That's mahealthconnector.org.
Be sure to tune in to the Baseball Hour with Tony Maz every Thursday for the Between the Limes Baseball Report, brought to you by Corona, the official cerveza of Major League Baseball, for what to watch out for on the baseball diamond during the weekend. And be sure to enjoy the finer life of sports with Corona. Must be 21 plus. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Come find your island. Discover 700 miles of coastline and world-class golf. Prince Edward Island, Canada, the official travel destination of the NHL and a proud partner of the Boston Bruins. Learn more at explorepei.com.
When you switch to high-efficiency heat pumps, you're creating a more sustainable future for your business. And National Grid is here to help you make the upgrade. Heat and cool with an all-in-one solution with rebates on a wide range of innovative equipment. Find the right heat pump solution for your business at ngrid.com/sportshub today.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Boston. This is Boston's most listened to sports station. Boston's home for sports. 95. Sports Hub, a Beasley Media Group station. Sports Hub headlines.
All right, 2 games on the ice tonight, and in the Western Conference, Edmonton will host Vancouver. Vancouver leads that series 2-1. Puck drops for that one at 9:30. At the NBA playoffs, just about to tip off, Pacers and New York Knicks. That series is tied at 2. Pacers taking care of business in the previous game. Later on tonight, it's Denver hosting Minnesota. Denver was down 2-0 in the series and has evened it now at 2. And in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark making her debut for the Fever as they take on the Sun right now. The Sun with a 19-13 lead. And over at Fenway Park, Red Sox in action against the Rays. Rays lead 1-0. That game in the middle of the 4th inning. Join the legacy in Boston Bruins Heritage Hall, the Fan Foyer. Purchase a personalized puck to be displayed on the 1924 wall and leave your mark on Bruins history. Visit bostonbruins.com/fanfoyer to purchase a package today. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off your next drive-thru oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Now open in Weymouth, Canton, Bedford, and Natick. Bruins right now lead 1-0 after the first period. Morgan Geekie with a goal. I'm Joe Murray, Judd and Bob. They'll have the second period next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, and is driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealer.
Granite City Electric Supply is proud to be celebrating 100 years of service in New England. With over 30 branches serving electrical contractors and their exclusive GCE Night Train overnight delivery, they've built their business on enduring relationships and delivering your supplies. More importantly, Granite City Electric customers always have access to over $50 million of local inventory at the click of a mouse at GraniteCityElectric.com. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Now, it all started on a rainy Sunday, and I was enjoying a peaceful drive before the arrival of the in-laws when...
It's a disaster. That sneaky dog of yours got up on the counter and gobbled up the cake.
So I can pick up...
It's gotta be from the place off Highway 9. Hurry, they're almost here.
Luckily, my Nissan Altima was built to handle the unexpected. With available intelligent all-wheel drive, I was able to save the day without a slip-up.
You made it.
Piece of cake.
Drive the Nissan Altima. Now get a low $209 per month lease for 36 months on the 2024 Nissan Altima. Shop at your local Nissan store or at nissanusa.com. Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collision, though provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Well-qualified lessees 2024 Altima SV front-wheel drive. $4049 initial payment excludes tax, title, license, and $695 acquisition fee. Includes $625 manufacturer's rebate applied to $209 per month lease. Disposition fee due at lease in. Take from new dealer stock. Call 1-888-858-8319 for offer details. N6324.
Introducing Sparked Energy at Dunkin'. Available in 2 delicious flavors, Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Drop by or order on the Dunkin' app today. Fruit flavored, contains 0% fruit juice. Caffeine from Caffeine and Guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
From the electricity out on the ice to the roar of the crowd in the stands, there's nothing quite like Bruins hockey. And this season, you can be there live to cheer them on. As the official ticketing partner of the Boston Bruins and the NHL, Ticketmaster has you covered with the largest selection of seats at a wide variety of price points. So get off the couch and get into the stands. Grab great seats to see the Bruins today at Ticketmaster.com/Bruins.
Hey, it's Felger here for Catches Law, New England's injury attorneys since 1986, and now the official law firm of the New England Patriots. With over $2 billion won and over 50 local attorneys that live in the same communities as we do, Catches Law are the experts to turn to when you're injured and you can't work. Catches Law handles more workers' compensation cases than any other law firm in Massachusetts, winning the largest verdicts in the Commonwealth in 2020 and 2021. So let them get to work on your case. There's no fee unless you win. Go to catcheslaw.com to schedule your free consultation today.
Hi, I'm Patrice Bergeron. This season, Avidia Bank and I are continuing the Assist for Kids program. For every Boston Assist, Avidia donates $50 up to $30,000 to help Metro West families pay for youth hockey. I would also donate $7,000 for a total of $37,000 to help even more families. Get details now at avidiabank.com/Team Bergeron. Avidia Bank, honest to goodness, member FDIC, member DIF.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
Geeky at the near point. Throws it around the boards to the left point. Held in by McAvoy in his backhand. Wrister off the end boards. Back of the net. DeBrusque centered backhand. They score! Morgan Geeky took a feed out in front. Slides a backhand by Sergei Bobrovsky. Bruins 1, Panthers nothing. And that's where we are to start the second period. Bruins working right to left. Patrick Maroon-Beardsley the other day was mentioning we are not pushing when we have the lead. He felt that was the case in Game 4. He said we sat on our heels. We haven't stressed Florida in the defensive zone. They did in the first period. Can they bring that again?
I thought they did in the second period, Judd. I thought they had some of their best opportunities in the second period. They were up 2-0 after one. They did allow the goal there in the second, but I thought they had some great chances in the second. Whether it was Coyle, whether it was Heinen, there were some good opportunities in the second. I thought Bobrovsky did his best work in the second period in Game 4.
Bruins hacked the puck into the far corner of the
third period was something different, but you were down at that point.
Panthers will carry it out. Frederick had lost his helmet, so he grabs it, puts it back on as the puck is sent back into the Bruins zone. Here's Heinen. He'll speed ahead over the blue line right side. Flipped it into the right corner. Took a check from Mikkola. Sent back to the net. Montour nearly had it picked off by Pasternak. Held in by Lindholm.
I think this is just such a really important period right now, right? It's 1-0. Florida hasn't done a whole lot. They cramp it up, and you have the answers for them to keep them quiet here in this second period. If you're the Bruins, and add to your lead. But we'll see what the Panthers have in store.
McAvoy snaps it up the middle. It's deflected down low. Bobrovsky nearly played it outside the trapezoid.
He did, but it was above the goal line, fortunately for him.
And now the Panthers with an outlet to the neutral zone, cut off by McAvoy. He'll toss it in deep. Bobrovsky back of the net in the trapezoid. Will send it around. And Reinhard, who had 3 of the 4 shots, sent it ahead. It's gloved off the surface by McAvoy.
Yeah, and how many of those were on the power play? Because you look at it. Yeah, 1 on the power play. I mean, they really didn't have a whole lot. There was a shot from deep inside the right wing side. Was it Montour that put that puck towards the net?
Yes.
Because, really, that was the only thing they had. And Reinhard had a shot as well during the power play, but nothing that you look at and say, oh, Swayman had to make a great save.
They saw in front of the Bruins bench. Zacha kicked out of there. Brazo will step in and take it. And Verhaeghe wins it. An outlet to the near side. Kulikov reaches back for it. Hacked it into the neutral zone. Cut off by Wotherspoon. He had it punched off his stick by Bennett. And it's tossed in deep by the Panthers. Far corner, Verhaeghe chopped it to the near side. Bennett an outlet up top. Kulikov to the left point. Here it comes. It never got to Swayman. Rebound sent toward the front of the net. Bennett was all by himself.
Open, yeah.
Puck sent over to the near side. Bennett scrambles to reach it.
Didn't see a lot of this in the first period, right? The sustained attack, and we'll see the Bruins continue to make good decisions coming out of their zone, which they just did there.
Here's Zacha. He'll speed in over the line into the right circle. Shoots blocked.
That's support. That's a nice play through the neutral zone, right? Coming out of your own end. Nice play through the neutral zone to hit Zacha with some speed.
Maroon digging away down low. Zacha trying to play off the pile. Maroon keeps that puck at the end boards. Now Zacha's going to head off and change. That puck is still trapped on the yellow kick plate.
Now the Bruins have 5 fresh guys out there.
Right hash, it's Carlo, dusts it off, swings to Maroon, sent it right of the net, Beecher. He'll rotate to the right circle. Left point now, Lori tees it up, here it comes, Bobrovsky the save.
Got to look at it.
And the Panthers throw it out to center ice.
Good battle, one down low and rotate it up high.
Beecher shoots, blocked, grabbed, and...
Oh, that's thrown.
Wow,
That's a
yeah,
penalty.
we're going to have a penalty. He closed his hand on the puck, and the Bruins are going to the power play for the first time tonight.
Grabbed it and threw it out of the zone as opposed to batting it out of the zone. They got it. Good call.
Verhaeghe will go.
Oh, he's had a rough day so far. Right? He was victimized on the Geeky goal. I mean, he catches this puck and throws it out of the zone. That was pretty obvious.
Obvious has not always been caught in this series, Beersy. Face off in the near circle in the Florida end.
I could see you rolling your eyes.
17:22 left here in the second. The Bruins on the man advantage in the series are 1 for 11. They got that goal in the last game. That was David Pastrnak. His first power play goal of the playoffs.
They had the third period power play was not a good one, though.
Right circle, it's fired by DeBrusk, and that's deflected over the glass.
They had built some momentum in Game 3 in the third period when they had some good chances. They liked what they saw there. And then they scored in the first period of Game 4. But when they did have a power play late and an opportunity to tie the game, it was not a good one.
Boyle out there to take the draw. He's there with Van Riemsdyk, DeBrusk, Pastrnak. The lone D is Charlie McAvoy. If you're just joining us, Brad Marchand missing for the second consecutive game.
He's on the trip. He was engaged. He was on the ice this morning. He was engaged with his teammates pregame, but
McAvoy shoots, deflected. Bobrovsky the save. Van Riemsdyk may have made it change directions, and it's cleared. Back to get it is McAvoy. Up the near side. He'll leave it for DeBrusk. He'll wander out to the center circle. Right wing tapped over the line by Coyle. He tried to return it.
I like that entry, though.
And it just hops by McAvoy back into the Bruins' end. He's chased by Barkov. They lock up far
He
side.
needs some support. He needs some help there.
Now, Barkov trying to fish it free. Here's DeBrusk, 3-on-2. The Bruins will rush ahead. DeBrusk, the pass was just behind him, and it's whistled back into the Bruins' end. Swayman out to play it in the far circle. Drills it up the far side of Van Riemsdyk. Now Pastrnak, a dish up the middle. He missed DeBrusk. It's deflected in. Mikkola back of the net. Knocked down by DeBrusk at the end boards. Bruins on the power play, another 55
Great
seconds.
job by DeBrusk. Wins a battle with Mikkola.
Near circle. It's Geeky. Snapped it up top. Pastrnak. Wings an awkward backhand up top.
Right now. Take advantage.
Far side DeBrusk. Knocked off the puck by Mikkola. And now Florida's going to come ahead 2-on-1 over the line into the far circle. It's fired in. Swayman fought off the offering from Montour.
Boy, just go back to last night. They shorthanded goals, big ones, right, in some of those games.
Puck hacked by the Panthers back into the neutral zone. Lori wins a puck battle, and he'll skate it in over the line left side. 20 seconds left on the power play. Shoots! And Bobrovsky stood up, made the save. That's a similar spot that Lori scored the game winner on in Game 1. Now back in his own end, Lindholm. 8 seconds left in the power play.
Not as effective as they wanted to be on the power play with the man advantage here.
Here's Zacha.
A little out of sorts, but see if they can keep up the good 5-on-5 play.
They turn over the puck in the neutral zone. Countering back in is Bennett. And he's stripped of the puck by the back-checking Zacha. Bruins rotate the puck up the far side. Now to center ice it comes. We've played about 5 minutes here in the second. Bruins with a 1-0 lead. Back of the net, Carlo takes a look, feeds it over to the near side. Frederick.
Was there. He has support there from Zacha and Maroon if he controls that puck.
Now Carlo back of his net, stops, fanned on his pass, tapped it over to the far side. Verhaeghe back of the net. It's rotated up top. Montour right point to the near circle. Verhaeghe, his pass. The Bruins block it back up top as Montour to Verhaeghe. Shoots, and Swayman saw it easily and gloves it.
If you're Verhaeghe, you don't want to take that shot. The Bruins had 2 chances to clear that puck, so you don't want to get into this mode. They've done a good job so far at controlling pucks in the D zone and making the right plays, right reads, and executing, getting pucks out of the end. And that time, twice they had an opportunity to do so, and they weren't able to do it. But Verhaeghe takes a wrist shot from well out, just inside the blue line, probably 10 feet inside the blue line with nobody in front. And Swayman, routine glove save.
Face-off far circle in the Bruins end. 1-0 Bruins, 14:35 left here in the second period of Game 5. A must-win game for the Bruins. Down 3-1 in the series. They won Game 1, lost the next 3. Left point flung down low by the Panthers. Peak trying to pry it free.
Yeah, Waterspoon got taken down there.
Replay on. Now Lostarina to the slot. Hacked at, sent it to the far circle.
Swallowed up. That's, that pack mentality. It's not just one guy breaking that play up.
Coyle over the line right side. Drops for Heinen. Shoots, and Bobrovsky takes it in as Coyle went to the front of the net. And he exchanges a couple of shots with some of the Panthers. 14:08 left here in the second. 1-0 Bruins.
That was better, getting the puck out of zone that time.
Face off in the right circle in the Florida end.
Little drop pass from Coyle. Takes a player with him. And then he's going to drive to the net in case there's any rebound. And Rodriguez trying to defend him. Coyle's had a couple of really strong shifts. Heinen ended up getting the shot away, but right into the midsection there, Bobrovsky.
Pasternak out there with Coyle and Frederick for the ozone face-off. Off the face-off, Florida has it. It's in Forsling's feet, and he'll whack it out to the neutral zone. Backhanded down low by Lindholm. Cut off by Bobrovsky. Had it picked off by Frederick. Reinhardt comes back to help. And now here's Forsling. Right wing feed Ekblad. Across the neutral zone to the far side, Barkov shoots. And Swayman, a high right shoulder save, and he holds.
Yeah, little space that time, little room coming up the ice, and it's a good breakout by the Panthers, finding Barkov over on the left side, but Swayman right there is a shot from outside the dot.
13:48 left here in the second period of Game 5. Bruins 1, Panthers nothing on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Hey, Zoe here, and if you're a plumber, pipe fitter, or in the piping trades, then you need to call my friends at Charles D. Sheehy for any of your product needs. Sheehy's staff is ready to get you the piping and mechanical products that you need on site and on time. Call today for more information. Sheehy is driven to deliver.
Clinton Commercial Banking at Clinton Savings Bank. We're the able bank. Knowledgeable, approachable, and reliable. Ready to answer your call at 978-365-3401. Clinton Commercial Banking, the sound of doing business. Member FDIC, member DIF.
Get summer ready. Schedule your HVAC tune-up now for just $119. Endless Energy's team of certified technicians will provide you top-notch service for your boiler, furnace, or mini-split systems. Don't suffer through another summer with a faulty HVAC system. Need service quick? Visit GoEndlessEnergy.com or call 775-ENDLESS.
For all your heating and cooling needs, you need Endless Energy. Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low, it just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
Only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly. B21.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Bruins playoff hockey is here in the Pro Shop, powered by 47. Has you covered with everything you need to rep the black and gold in the playoffs. Shop exclusive Bruins playoff tees, hats, pucks, and more. Visit BostonProShop.com to shop online or stop by the Hub on Causeway. Face off in the far circle, the Bruins end. Either team has scored this period. The shot's 4-3 in favor of the Bruins.
During that last commercial timeout, Paul Maurice a little, no, not more, not a little, adamant about.
Puck sent out in front of the Bruins. That good poke check by Swayman. They score. It looked like there was an opportunity for the Bruins to maybe grab control of the puck, but the Panthers convert to tie the game at 1.
I was just talking about Paul Maurice during that last commercial timeout. He was just giving it to his team to wake up. And they get possession of this puck off the face-off. Shot comes through from the point. And the battle in front between Reinhart and Hampus Lindholm. But Barkov gets possession behind the net. They're going to rotate it from low to high, get the shot through. There's a loose puck, and Reinhart's able to find this and locate it ahead of Lindholm and chip it home past the glove hand side of Jeremy Swayman. Swayman actually tried to knock that puck away, but unfortunately it goes to Reinhart, and he goes off the post and in. So Paul Maurice's message getting across to his players during the last commercial.
Here's Wotherspoon near side of his own end. He'll bang it ahead, and this puck deflected deep. Bobrovsky back of the net, wings it over to the far side. In the far corner, it's Zacha looking for Brazo. Brazo had it hacked off his stick. The Panthers will speed the other way. On the line right side, Verhaeghe. Far circle, it's fired. Swayman the stop as Bennett is bumped out of the way by Wotherspoon.
That was a 3-on-2, well executed. They get the good shot, and Swayman with the save. But a different game now. Boy, Paul Maurice was just, he was animated during that commercial timeout, watching him yell at his players. And, yell is maybe not the right word, but animated with his players during that commercial timeout. And what a response from Reinhart and his line mates. Barkov won that battle down low. We got to a loose puck. They keep it alive. And a good bounce, but Reinhart makes him pay.
For Reinhart, that's his second goal of the series. Far corner of the Bruins zone. Rodriguez has got it. His pass to the middle is deflected over the short glass far side.
Lundell.
And then Coyle comes over to get in his face.
Wotherspoon gave him a little whack to the back of the legs, and Lundell buckled again. And I think Coyle just went over and said, "What are you doing?"
13:01 left here in the second.
Man,
Bruins
up a little
won,
bit,
Panthers won. Bruins will make a change. Paul Maurice, at least for the time being, looks like he's going to keep the same group on the ice.
Well, good on Paul Maurice. He recognized it. We talked about it already, right? First period, they were dead. Start of the second period, really not a lot. Good penalty kill, but...
Second all-time in NHL history in games coached. And the most ever coached without winning a Stanley Cup. He's taken two teams to a Stanley Cup final, Carolina and Florida. Now here's Coyle, scrambles right circle to Frederick, shoots, Bobrovsky to stop. That puck is still free. Oh, Bobrovsky just bailed out his team right there after a huge miscue.
Yeah, a couple Panthers ran into one another in the neutral zone, and that puck came free. Coyle got to it. He was able to get it to Frederick on the left side. A partial 2-on-1. Frederick really never got that puck settled. Right, it was kind of on edge. And he tried to slide it by Bobrovsky. It was kind of a quick play, right? Get it on the forehand. He's got Mikula coming back on him to pressure him. And he tried to slide it. It looked like 5-hole. And Bobrovsky got across to his right to make a nice save there. Nice pass from Coyle, past Montour. Puck on edge. And Bobrovsky keeping it out once, and even the bouncing puck that came back on his pad the second time.
Face-off near circle to Panthers end. Off the draw, batted behind the Panthers net, rimmed over to the far side. Peak is going to keep this in. He'll punch it into the right corner, back of the net, Kulikov. Fought off the check. Peak got a glove on it. The Panthers will lob it back into the Bruins' end. Here's Lori, long left wing feed. Lauko bumped it just inside the Panthers line. Ekman Larson chased by Maroon.
Maroon's being careful there not to take a penalty, right?
Maroon's got the puck. He tried to pass it over to the far side, picked off, and Florida got it out to the neutral zone. Drilled in deep, cut off by Swayman. Back of the net, Lori. He'll skate it up the middle. One apiece. We've played 8 minutes here in the second. Bruins sent it over the line right side. Barkov broke it up. And it's dished back to the Bruins end. Lori
tried to make that tape to tape. I think that's a better serve. Get it all the way in the zone, right? And allow guys to skate into that.
Here's DeBrusque. Motors over the line left side. To the left circle. Left to the cage. Back of the net. DeBrusque.
He had Pasternak trying to open up in the slot that time. Couldn't find him.
And then he crashed against the boards. And then Tarasenko stepped up and knocked down Lindholm in the neutral zone.
Haven't noticed Tarasenko much. That's one of the first times, really.
Out of center ice, Lindholm. Drilled in by DeBrusque. Back of the net, Bobrovsky throws it to the far side, and it bounces just by Carlo back into the Bruins' end. Florida's making a change. 11:13 left here in the second. One apiece here in Game 5. Carlo, left wing feed angled in by Geekie, who has the lone Bruin strike. Around to the far side, Tkachuk sent it through the middle. Grabbed out in the neutral zone by Verhaeghe. He'll snap it in. Far corner, Tkachuk shoots. Swayman hugging the far post, made the stop. 10:55 left here in the second, one apiece.
Hockey season is Peerless Boiler season. Replace your old boiler and water heater with a new Peerless Boiler and Pavilion tankless water heater. Find your local dealer at peerlessboilers.com. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
Paul Maurice was talking about Sam Reinhart just as the playoffs were starting. He scored 5 of his 57 goals this year shorthanded. That was tied for second in the league. And Maurice said, that tells you he's playing on both sides of the puck. He said there are some guys who've scored 50 who couldn't even find their own end.
He's right about that. You current guys, I'd say that about.
Here's Brazo, center circle. Lifts the backhand of the right corner. Zacha locks up with Mikkola. Brazo trying to dig it free. And Lundell up the left side. Out to center ice over the red line. He'll whistle it in.
Well, it is important to score goals, Judge. So if you can't find your own end, you better put the puck in the net at the other end.
Hardest job in the league. Along the near side, Wotherspoon tapped it ahead. Zacha steers it to the middle. Brazo will chip it into the near corner. Going to chase is Zacha. Mikkola jammed against the wall. Brazo got a lick in, and the Panthers will exit. Now Rodriguez drives it in around to the far side. Pete shoveled it back in the net.
Nice
little time and room.
Yeah, take the hit, dump it back behind the net to your partner, and you're all right. Out of the zone.
Frederick deflects it in. He's got 3 goals here in the playoffs. We're halfway through the second. Florida squared the game up at 1. Trying to eliminate the Bruins for the second consecutive season. Last year it was in 7 games in the first round. Far circle. Verhaeghe shoots. Swayman out to make the save.
Way out.
The Bruins with an outlet through the middle. Coyle sidesteps the check to Frederick. In flight over the line right side. Right circle. Drops. Coyle. Back into the slot. McAvoy shoots. He scores! Charlie McAvoy sizzles it home. His first in the playoffs. Bruins 2, Panthers 1.
We're going to break this down in a second, Judd, but Bobrovsky wants goalie interference, and the Florida Panthers are looking at it right now on the bench that Bobrovsky got taken out before. I don't think so, but we'd have to look at it again. He's well outside his blue paint. When this happens, there's no goalie interference there. That's a nice play offensively by the Bruins, getting up the ice to make this play, finding a couple guys coming late, and it's McAvoy coming right down the slot. Ekman Larsson's locked up with Heinen in front. Bobrovsky thinks that Heinen interfered with him. We're going to see if the Panthers challenge this, but McAvoy, a goal and an assist right now, finishes this one off, coming right down the slot before Florida can get back on that back check. I believe they're going to challenge.
So Bobrovsky lost his stick in the exchange.
Florida is using their coach's challenge to see if there is goaltender interference prior to the goal.
Boy, this is Heinen's going to the net.